instrument of socio-economic reform. If we want to develop our country as Atmanirbhar Bharat, $5 trillion economy, the third largest economy in the world, that is the dream of Prime Minister. For that reason, we need to develop good infrastructure. That is water, power, transport and communication. Without that, we cannot get capital investment. We cannot develop industry, trade and business and agriculture. And without that, we cannot create employment potential. So making infrastructure is very important. I am only giving a simple example. In Delhi, we have just constructed this 𝒆𝒗 Express Highway. Now, before, the situation was so bad. But today, there is a development. At least 10 lakh crore investment is coming. The both side, there are big buildings, big townships and area. It is only because of that 𝒆𝒗 Express Highway. So one road which is going to contribute to create more jobs, more growth, strong economy, and everywhere starting from northeast to Jammu and Kashmir. We are making tunnels of 3 lakhs crore, making green express highways, making lot of tourism point of view, religious center like Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri. We are connecting the roads of 12,000 crore. We have completed Buddha circuit of 22,000 crore. We have a lot of big projects which are going to develop that area to create growth, at the same time creating employment potential. So this is to be state to state, region to region. There are different type of achievements are there. The most important thing is, as a transport minister, I am related to the fuel. Presently the cost of the logistic cost is coming 16%, and in China it is 8%, and in particularly European countries it is 12%. I am confident that within 2 years the logistic cost in India will be in single digit, that will come to 9%. So this saving of 6% is going to increase our export and to create more jobs and growth for the country. So there are a lot of advantages and multimodal effects of advantages are there. And ultimately, I feel that we need to make India as Vishwaguru and strong economic power. The infrastructure is key for that. Either it is northeast, every state, anywhere, we are making green express highways, axis control highways. Now from Delhi to Jaipur, I am confident within 3 months it will be 2 hours. Delhi to Amritsar 4 hours. Delhi to Katra 6 hours. Delhi to Srinagar 8 hours. Delhi to Manali 8 hours. Then Delhi to Dehradun, in next 3 months it will be 2 hours. Delhi to Chennai to Bangalore, it will be 2 hours. Then Mysore to Bangalore, it is now 1 hour. Meerut to Delhi, previously it was 4 hours, now it is 45 minutes. So the way in which we are developing 47 green express highway, different part of the country, that is to be a great achievement for my ministry. And I am confident that this is going to transform India for economic growth, creating more jobs and creating India a super economic power.
Mr. Gadkari, so many things have happened in the last 11 years. Expressways, very fast rate of construction, rural roads. What has given you personally the most satisfaction? What are you most satisfied? What are you happiest about?
Actually, at 2014, when I taken charge as a minister, I have some dream related with, from my childhood, I have experience about cycle rickshaw. And my mind was always thinking on the direction that how we can change the situation. It is very bad, humanitarian ground also. The poor person is taking ride and other people. It's really very, very unfortunate for the society. So at that time I call all the IIT peoples, technical peoples, and we have making special law for mechanized driven e-rickshaw. And 1 crore 50 lakhs people actually at that time They are already having their food from that rickshaw. And that was really a very tedious job. And now today I am happy that 1,50,00,000 people now, there is no cycle rickshaw, no rickshaw where man is taking to the people on his... actually it is to be a great socially revolutionary change now, that either it is any type of 1 quintal good, 2 quintal good. Now people are using e-cart or e-rickshaw. The mechanism-driven e-rickshaw success story is supposed to be one of my great achievement in my life, and which is giving benefit to the 1,50,00,000 people on humanitarian ground. That is to be great satisfaction for my soul.
Mr. Gadkari, you mentioned a number of projects that we will see, India will see in the next 5 or 10 years. Which one is your favorite future project?
Actually, now I am working on mass rapid transport on electricity. We are just now going to start one project on flash charging bus. The capacity of the bus is 135 people. It is air conditioned, executive chairs are there, the TV is there, and also like flight, there is a special air bus hostess will be there, and chai and nasta, everything will be there. And every 40 kilometer, there will be a flash charging system. The technology is from Siemens and Hitachi, and Tata and one company already, they are making rolling stocks. And this bus will be economically viable. The ticket rate will be 30% less than diesel buses. So this type of transport we are already in the process. Then we are making 360 ropeway, cable car and funicular railway. We are also working on the system of double-decker bus in the sky. Just from Dholakua to Manesar we are planning for that. So the new transport system, which will be the pollution-free and mass rapid transport on electricity, we are working on that. Now already we are in the process of sanction 60 ropeway cable car. That is to be very important. Then we are making multimodal stations like Katra. We are making a multimodal station of 2,000 crore there. We are making in Tirupati. And we are making logistic parks, a lot of logistic work we are making. Now idea is to converting bus stations into just like the airport which we are seeing. On the same way, we are now in the process of developing bus stations. So where in the future, it is the time for the country that we need to think on the line that what is the need of the future. Now yesterday I have a long meeting with the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. We are already making the ring road of Bangalore of 22,000 crore. We are making ring road in Hyderabad of 17,000 crore. But at the same time now, we need to have some using new technology by which we can resolve the problem of traffic jams and air pollution. So we are making tunnels, and by underground tunnels, we need to find out some way out, and we are connecting some stations by ropeways. Then we are also suggesting them that somewhere we can make this flash charge electric buses. So by different type of multimodal transport system, we need to encourage the people for using public transport. Everyone want to purchase car. So this is going to create chaos. Somewhere comfortably good transport system, public transport system is the need of the country, and we are now working on that.
Mr. Gadkari, in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges in the road sector?
Challenges are everywhere. I always tell you people that there are some people who convert problems into opportunities, and there are some people who convert opportunities into the problems. So we need to have a lot of, now just yesterday we have taken a decision that in our road construction, only road and other all activities will be 100% mandatory for precast. So we now are going to launch the new technology regarding road construction, regarding precast, regarding different type of technology for bridges. Then we are making a lot of tunnels also. In the express highway, we are using a lot of technology. So every time, what my feeling is, the new technology, new innovation, new research of world standard is the need of the country. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices. We name it as knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And the second important thing, which is very important, that we need to protect our ecology and environment. The ethics, economy, ecology and environment. And regarding ecology and environment, I am very practical about it, that today, this is the time that we need to protect our ecology and environment. Presently we are using large scale the fossil fuel. In place of that, we have to use alternative fuel and biofuel. At the same time, we can make isobutanol from ethanol. Now we are using 20% ethanol in petrol. And my idea is using isobutanol into construction equipment. And it is cost effective. Because of the cost of the diesel is 110 rupees per liter, and cost of this isobutanol will be 65 rupees per liter. We need to have the policy of import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. Particularly in the construction equipments, we need to use CNG, flex engines for ethanol, then hydrogen and electric. And at any cost, we need to discourage using diesel, and that is to be very important. And in the bitumen, we are now making bio-bitumen from rice straw. So that adding bio-bitumen, that lignite is the byproduct, and it adding into petroleum bitumen. And we have successfully implemented one project on Nagpur-Jabalpur National Highway, where 1 kilometer of road, we have already made with this lignite adding 35% to bio-bitumen and 15% rubber powder, used rubber powder, the US tire, where rubber powder is used, and 7% plastic. And that road proved to be 50% better than petroleum bitumen. So using bio-bitumen, using crash barrier with bamboo, we are using, they are successfully implemented. So I feel that the green environment and the green approach for development is very important, and where we are insisting for that.
Mr. Gadkari, if I can follow up on two challenges that you have talked about in the past. One challenge in the beginning, first few years, you said was the bureaucracy. They were not moving at the speed you wanted. How have you addressed this challenge over the last time? How have you been able to overcome this challenge?
It is the taste of the leadership that how you are going to run your department. Actually, the one important thing which always I remember, if there is a will, there is a way. And if there is no will, there is only survey, discussion, seminar, committee, subcommittee and research group. Your strong political will and commitment, transparency, fast-track decision-making process, teamwork and corruption-free system is the need of the country. Now I am very much cautious about quality of construction. And it is to be, I am talking to the contractors that you please be aware about it. I will take it to jail. I will register a FIR against you. So I am not going to tolerate any substandard construction. I am not going to compromise with that. So the important thing is the best quality, that is important. At the same time, by improving quality, we need to reduce the cost of construction. That is the mission. By using different type of technology, we are trying for that. We are using municipal waste. Up till now, 80 lakh ton of municipal waste we have used in the road construction. Then different type of new initiative we are taking. And now we encouraging the contractors for adopting new technology. There are some problems are there, because in government we need positivity, strong political will, fast-track decision-making process, and at the same time, we need to have a strong commitment for the development. But it is ultimately the responsibility of the leadership that they have to change the atmosphere, and they have to Actually, it is their test of their leadership, that how they are going to work and how they are taking work from the people. It is a challenge, and I am very happy about it. I know how to get it done. That is to be important.
Mr. Gadkari, another challenge that you used to talk about early on was contractor capacity, industry capacity. You felt there were not enough players, and you encouraged through different ways more people to enter the industry. But some people complain that has meant the quality may get affected. So how are you going to address that issue?
Actually, the first time the pendulum was this side, and by making relaxation it comes to that side. We have to come somewhere on central point. Today we have taken a decision. Now people are quoting 48% below, and that is to be a problem. So we are now taking additional bank guarantee from them. But we have to maintain the equilibrium. We need quality. At the same time, we are not going to encourage the people who are making cartels. We are very much committed for the quality and the time. And time is the most important capital. And for that reason, without acquisition of 90% land, without getting all clearances for forest and environment, we are not going to give appointment date. So we are taking preventive measures from our side, and that is to be important, because without that, the contractor cannot work fastly.
Mr. Gadkari, on the national highways, we see a great deal of improvement. We don't see the same level of improvement in all the states. How are you working with the states, and what can the central government do, or is it only up to the state government to do those things?
As a federal government,
and as a Maharashtra minister or PWT, you have a lot of experience.
No, I am not the presently minister in Maharashtra,
right.
And it will not be appropriate for me to make any comments on that. But the first thing is, as a national highway, we are responsible. As a state highway, district roads, municipal roads, the state government and municipal corporations are responsible. Today we are facing very big problem regarding road safety. Every year we have 5 lakhs accidents and 1,80,000 deaths. And death belongs to age group of 18 to 35, that is 66%. It's very unfortunate. And there are 4 important E's. One is road engineering, automobile engineering, where we have taken a lot of steps. Regarding automobile engineering, now Bharat NCAP is already started. Our testing facility is so good as far as international standard is concerned. Now the vehicles are coming from abroad to test here in India. So at the same time, now we are also in the process of making Bharat NCAP standard to e-rickshaw also. And regarding road engineering, the black spots we have identified, we are improving that. The most problem is the people who are making DPR. I am using the word they are the culprits, and I am very much hard about them. I will take action against them because their negligible approach, and without taking it seriously and making the DPR, that mistakes we are facing throughout, we are making the road, and after that also. Somewhere we are serious, we are now changing the policy. The lowest will not be the principle. We are making company blacklisted, and we are taking stern action against contractors and DPR makers. It doesn't mean that I am not against any contractors and the consultant, but we need quality service. We are committed for the quality. We are committed for the quality work. You can take more money, no problem, but you should be very particular about the quality. That is to be very important, because ultimately after that it is going to create a lot of problems. And these DPR makers are responsible for the road accident. This is my honest opinion. Somewhere we need to rectify the mistakes and making a good DPR. That is the need of the hour.
Okay. What are some of the things that contractors are not doing right that upset you?
There are good contractors, there are some bad contractors, there are good officers, there are some bad officers. But now we are making road safety audit. On the same line, we are making construction audit. And if there are problems, now we are making a lot of new models. First is APC mode, BOT, hybrid annuity. Now we are thinking on the line, preparing the policy that we will make the road on BOT basis. But 15 years toll will be collected by the government and we will give them money as annuity basis. And the 15-year maintenance will be with the contractors. Now our experience is when the EPC contract is there, the quality of construction is not as good as compared with the BOT. Because only 5 years defect liability is there. But if he has to maintain the road for 15 years, then he is very much cautious about the quality. So regarding, we are taking a lot of decisions by which it is also beneficial to both. If suppose on the toll, if there is 10% rise, there is no problem. If more than 10%, then he has to contribute 50% to the government. If it is less 10%, then after less than 10%, then we were also ready to take, giving him the compensation of that, and that the way we are making it in a way that there will be no loss to the investor. So we are taking a lot of new decisions in the policies by which it will be good for, win-win for both the stakeholders.
So you think as a result, the BOT investment will revive or will increase?
We have TOT models, but now I am not in favor of TOT.
No, I was asking about
BOT. But in WIT model also, we are getting good response. But the important thing is what our experience is giving us a lesson, that if the responsibility of maintenance of the road is with the contractor for 15 years, then he is very much cautious about the construction.
Right.
That is to be important. So every time there are mistakes. Some mistakes are bona fide, some mistakes are mala fide. The mistakes are bona fide, forgive them. If the mistakes are mala fide, then sack them. That is the policy which you are going to use.
Mr. Gadkari, what are the opportunities that are there for developers, investors, technology providers, young entrepreneurs? What are the opportunities that you would say are there in the road sector?
I feel that the huge opportunity is there. We don't have shortage of resources. Money is not the problem. We have a lot of projects. My dream is to complete the project of at least 5 to 6 lakh crore every year. Now we have just taken decision. We are now going for tender for making 2-lane to 4-lane of 25,000 to 30,000 kilometers. It can be a project of 8 to 10 lakh crores. But there is a huge potential. But at the same time, some people who are related with the road sector, they are making cartels. So we are using different materials. Now yesterday in the precast technology people, I suggested why you are not using glass fiber steel when we are using FOP for that, for different cost. So if there is a competition, then it is to be good for the society and for the country. But at the same time, there is a business. You have right to take your profit. We don't have any objection for that. And that is with the tender process. Every tender is a tender. And I am very much cautious that there will be no corruption. We are committed for the quality. If any problem is there, please come to me and just tell me what is your problem. I will resolve that.
Mr. Gadkari, one of the changes we've seen in the last few years is that the operation or ownership of roads has gone to specialized platforms like Cube Highways or Interrise or Highway Concessions, who are focused more on operation. What has been the result of that, from your point of view?
Already a cautious decision we have taken, that we want to encourage Indian investor and Indian companies. So our InvIT model will be for 1,000 crore or maximum 1,500 crore. Now previously 5,000, 6,000 crore model, the Indian industry and the investor, they don't have that much capacity. So we are now starting for making InvIT model of 500 crore, 600 crore, 700 crore. So it can be possible for the small investor who can participate in it.
Okay. But having specialized operators, does that mean that there's more attention on safety and things like that? Or
that is not the problem. Either it is a small investor or a big investor, small company or a big company. It is depending upon the attitude, behavior of that particular investor.
Right.
If he is cautious about the road safety, quality, there is no problem. So it is depending upon the appropriate vision and appropriate culture of that particular contractor and investor. My request all of them that be cautious about quality, and at the same time it is your right to make profits. I don't have any problem for that. But without compromise, I am not going to compromise with the quality. So that is very important. Second thing, time is the most important capital. The technology is important, resources are important, but the biggest capital of the 21st century is the time. And the people who are getting salary every month, they never understand the importance of the time. So appropriate time, fast decision-making process is very important. And as an investor or as a contractor, in your field also, you have to take the decision as early as possible. And at the same time, your technical background is very, very important. Your experience, people who are expert in the field, and their guidance is very important. On the basis of that, you can make good roads, quality roads, and there will be less maintenance cost, which is going to increase their profits.
Mr. Gadkari, one of the areas that you pushed for was the cable car or cableways. Could you tell us about the progress in that?
Yes, already just in Kedarnath, we have just received the tender. Now we are going to award that project. Up till now, Varanasi is going on. There are 17 to 18 projects are already in the process. 20 projects are in the tender process. And now already we are working on the different projects also. They are making DPR. So the making DPR is a big problem. So we are in the process, we are making it fast. And in the next year, my target is to at least go for tender for at least 100 projects. So we are in the process of that.
Okay. And are you satisfied with the quality of players that have come in?
The Indian people, actually in India, we don't have expertise of ropeway, cable car and vernacular railway. The leading technology people, majority from European countries, particularly from Austria, the Doppelmayr, the Puma, they are the companies. Now we are with the international code. So at the same time, it is the time for Indian investor and industry that who can make the joint venture for manufacturing components and at the same time making joint venture with the appropriate technology for mass rapid transport, for ropeway, cable car, vernacular railway. Huge potential is there. I will request all our investors, please, you can be very much taking interest in it, and it is to be a very potential field. Only 4 things which are very important on the basis of that you can decide. One is proven technology. Second is economic viability. Third is availability of all raw materials. And fourth is marketability. And this is a field where a huge potential is available. Even in Badrinath ropeway, we are getting 5,000 crore the contractor is spending. At the same time, we are getting 5 to 800 crore rupees per year as a revenue. So that is the profit there. So everywhere in the religious tourism, lot of projects are very, very economically viable. With the good technology, you can think about it, it's economically viable.
Okay. I'm getting messages from your team that I should wrap up, but I would like to ask you 2 more questions, if I can. EV, you've been promoting EVs. So what about EV charging infrastructure on highways?
Actually, alternative fuel and biofuel is the mission for all of us. I am particularly very much cautious about it. Today I am coming in program with my Innova, which is on 100% biofuel, that is ethanol. And as compared with comparing the cost of petrol with the average is concerned, it comes to 25 rupees per liter petrol. It is 60% giving electricity. So I have a hydrogen car. We have import of fossil fuel of 22 lakh crore. And my dream is to diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector. We are making ethanol from corn, bamboo, rice straw, molasses, sugar, food grains. That is to be really very helpful for the farmer also. And I am confident that the electric vehicle, at the time when we have taken decision to start electric vehicle, electric bus, electric car, electric scooter, the cost of the lithium-ion battery was $150 per kilowatt per hour. but now it is less than 100. Some people was telling me it comes to $65 per kilowatt per hour. So the cost of the petrol diesel vehicle electric car will be same, and as compared with the fuel cost, it is the 10% of the fossil fuel and no pollution. At the same time, the flex engine cars are there now. Electric trucks are coming. Electric buses are popular. Now in construction equipment, I am trying to use isobutanol.
Right.
That is from the very small process by which we can convert bioethanol into isobutanol, and that can replace diesel. So already the experiments are going on in ARI. After giving the report from them, we can use that. Even we are using hydrogen, CNG for our construction equipment. Even electric equipments are there. And this is the time it is cost effective, import substitute, pollution free and indigenous. As for the charging, there is no problem. In the city, everywhere you have a charger. At night in your house, you can charge your vehicle. But on the highway, in 670 roadside amenities we are making, everywhere there is a facility for charging. Right. It's not a problem.
Mr. Gadkari, just one last question. Although it's not your ministry's area, I know you've been very enthusiastic about compressed biogas. And are you satisfied with the response in that area?
Actually, it's an economically viable industry. Just before coming to this program, I was there in their program. So in Punjab and Haryana, they have 220 lakh ton of rice straw pearl is available. Presently, they are burning. So I always talking to the people with two important philosophies. One is knowledge to wealth, and other is waste to wealth. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill and successful practices, name it as knowledge and conversion of knowledge into wealth. Now 5 ton of rice straw is giving 1 ton of bio-CNG. And the byproduct is lignin. Now we have successfully implemented and construction of 1 kilometer of road, adding 35% lignin into the petroleum bitumen, 15% used rubber tire powder, and 7% plastic. And we have completed that road with the Central Research Road Orchestra and Praj in the Nagpur-Jabalpur Highway, 1 kilometer road, successfully implemented. And the Central Research Road Orchestra has given me the report that it is proved to be 50% better than petroleum bitumen. Regarding the CNG also, now 500 plants are in the process, and 90 already they have started their production, and where we can convert our tractor, buses, even the Bajaj 6 months before, I got approached to launch motorcycle on CNG. And Raju Bajaj was telling me the one petrol motorcycle for 1 kilometer, the cost is 2 rupees 40 paisa, and for CNG motorcycle it is only 1 rupees. So compare with this cost effectiveness, the CNG car, CNG truck, CNG scooter are now become. So it is to be a very popular now. So I feel that it is to be the future, and it is the proven technology as there. And I feel that this is the future of our country, that we need to reduce our import and increase our export. Presently, we are the importer of the energy, but within 5 to 6 years, the day will come that we will be the exporter of the energy. Right. That is my dream. I am working as a mission on that.
Okay. Sir, one short last question. Northeast region was again an area that you, in the beginning when you came, you wanted to focus on. Are you happy with the progress we've made?
Only thing is you go there, visit, there is a beautiful area in Northeast. We are now planning to spend 3 lakh crores on Northeast, out of which 70 to 80,000 crores projects are completed. We have just sanctioned one project from Silchar to, the cost of the project is 23,000 crores. We are making that big tunnel now of 12,000 crores in Brahmaputra. We are making ring road of Guwahati. Then Kaziranga elevated road of 12,000 crores we are making. So either you go anywhere in Northeast, Manipur, Tripura, anywhere, Nagaland, Mizoram, everywhere, now the road infrastructure is already improved, and we have a lot of plan for that. And I am confident that within 5 years, it will be the road infrastructure will be of international standard in Northeast.
Okay. I would like to thank you, Mr. Gadkari, for spending this much time with us and answering the questions. Please join me in giving him a big hand.